Hello Internet, the American Gentleman here, back with another story you won't believe. So in today's story, we're talking about Fresh and Fit. We are talking about Myron Gaines and CEO Fresh. Specifically, Myron. And what has Myron been up to? Well, apparently, he has started him a new YouTube channel, calling himself an ex-federal agent of the highest degree.
Okay, guys, I used to be a special agent on Homeland Security Investigations. This is the arrest paperwork, okay? So here is the booking. Cases that I did mostly were human smuggling and drug trafficking. Those are like two crimes that I'm a very good agent, very strong agent. I did a lot of big cases. I've done Title III intercepts, which is basically listening to phones. I've written hundreds of affidavits to arrest people. I've been a grand jury and testified a million times. I've done big cases.
And he's saying he's gonna break down the Young Thug case to us because he knows all about this stuff. He knows all about this RICO, and he is a federal agent. So this guy goes on to talk about Young Thug, then goes on to talk about his accolades, and starts talking about how great Young Thug is. And then after he gets done kissing his ass,
clearly, guys, this dude is very accomplished. Anyone? Damn, we got to give him a Don DeMarco. Because he is very well established, guys. Most rappers will never reach this level of success. So this guy is accomplished. I mean, me myself as a hip hop fan, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't listen to Young Thug, but you would be crazy to not be able to not acknowledge his accomplishments and how he influenced the game. You know, people have known about slime and everything else like that prior to Young Thug, right? Nori, I know, was talking about it back in the early 2000s, but if we're gonna talk about making it mainstream where people are out here wiping their nose and doing all the other stuff, Young Thug was one of the pioneers for it. Obviously, there were a lot of drill rappers that did it as well, but Young Thug is probably one of the biggest.
Then he starts talking about the federal indictment stuff and that he's a Fed. Well, which the hell one is it? Are you a Fed or you a fan? Because you're sounding like a fanboy trying to act like you're a Fed, but the Feds is on a different side. Like if you're a federal agent and you're watching people do all this crap, you're watching them sell drugs, you're watching them do murders, are you really gonna compliment them and talk about their accolades? And people, once they find out that you do crimes like this, they kind of do this little thing about stop having mercy on you, right? But this guy, he scoops up all the clout anywhere he can. He's had another upset. You can go look on Abba and Preach's channel, and they showed a video by H3H3 with this girl trying to expose him. It turned out that this girl was just a complete liar. Now, I don't like Fresh and Fit just as much as the next guy, and believe me, 99% of people do not like them. They don't like them. They have a very small core following of weirdos of the post-pickup artist age, because I mean that's essentially what it is. They took the stuff from Mystery and from Neil Strauss, the book, The Game, all that stuff, and they just spun it to like a Black Miami thing. I mean, it's really what it is, but they know less of what they're talking about. They just talk about high value this, high value that. They try to convince women that women are so low value that they cannot sleep around with anyone else. But a man, you're going to have to put up with whatever the man puts you through. If he wants to sleep with 10, 20 different girls, it's his fucking choice because he's the man. He's the man. Right? Now, before your eyeballs pop out of your head, I didn't say this shit. This ain't me. They also had a little incident talking about how they aren't down with the brown. Now these guys, I'm not a scientist, but these guys are pretty dark-skinned themselves. He said they don't go night riding.
What about the black dating app called Black? Oh, it's funny, I never used that one, bro, but hey, man.
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah, like, me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like that. We ain't night riders.
Nah,
so,
I'm good.
You know, sometimes if they're, you know, red bone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Okay, so last one, guys.
Bruh, come on, man.
Right? Who uses these euphemisms? Like, these are such ugly things to be talking about black women. But it seems they don't like black women at all. Black women is not their target demographic. And they got a small little subsection of people that's really nerded out. Just real geeky, almost incel type people. And now those incel people are walking around thinking that they're alpha male. Right? Imagine how insufferable these people who listen to them are going to be. They're going to be insufferable people to even deal with. Fresh and Fit is not who you want to get your information from. But anyways, they've had a long, crazy career as Fresh and they've had a short, crazy career as Fresh and Fit. They're the type of guys that can get on there with DJ Academic. DJ Academic talk straight shit to them, and they just act like they just don't get it. Just goes over their heads, and that they're just, I'm just standing firm, being an alpha male, and I'm not letting it get to me. Well, what the fuck ever, Academic sold you out. Told the world that the girl CEO Fresh was seeing came from seeking arrangements. Came from an app to date people you pay. So Fresh Prince CEO posted that he was dating this girl. And Fresh says she just wants him for him, even though they met on the yacht, the Soul Catcher. Is Miranda really into Fresh for Fresh? First off, he lied about meeting her on the yacht. He actually met her on seeking arrangements. Here's a picture of Myron's profile. The 1% man. He's the 1% that actually believes his own lies. Here's a clip talking about how they really met.
So
How we met, the honest truth, no cap.
with no cap, we met on Seeking. Do I know you?
Looking for sugar daddies. And DJ Academic exposed that, she with you this week in this room, but see that guy over there? She was with him last week. She was sleeping with him. Because of CEO Fresh's blatant lies, DJ Academics had no choice but to call Fresh out on the truth. Apparently Miranda had a dark secret.
Last week you were with this dude. This week you're with this dude.
Wow. Miranda is really out here in these streets because she was just with someone in that exact same room not even a week ago. But you gonna say that you so alpha, but you finding girls on secret arrangements that's sleeping with your friends, right? Like what the fuck? And then has this whole thing, then Fresh lies about the whole thing, the seeking arrangements, everything. Then finally comes out, says all of it, breaks up with this girl only to get back with her. What are they doing now? I don't know. They're acting like a bunch of 12-year-olds down in Miami, Florida. Just partying it up in the clubs till 5 in the morning. Right? Like, why do you even want to do that? I want to be asleep by then. I'm just not a psycho. I don't need validation from people. Maybe when I was younger, right? But now sleeping with all these people, they don't seem attractive to me at all. It seems gross. It just seems gross. Right? I don't want all them germs. I've been with the same person for over 5 years now, and I can't see it any different. I'm not trying to hurt my health. I've done enough of that in the past. I need to make myself as healthy as possible right now. But anyways, guys, when you get a chance, check out Myron's channel. See what he says about Young Thug acting like a fanboy. But if he's really about arresting criminals, he shouldn't be talking about them like they Jesus. Right? How are you going to be trying to prosecute somebody and be putting respect on their name? It just don't happen. It don't happen. I can see exactly why you're not a federal agent right now. I don't know if you quit or if you got fired, what the conditions was. Frankly, I don't care. I was actually really shocked to see you come out saying all this stuff. But hey, whatever. I don't hate you. I'm just enjoying the circus like everybody else. Here's a clip of some more cap.
You know what's the scary part, man?
Fatality.
If you ask your wife what one of these girls, bro, you take it seriously, she can't have a pair bond. So what happens is you wife her up, you take her in, and she's hella muscle on her body. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, what do you get? A used, beat up product that can't even work properly.
I didn't say nothing. It's Myron. It's not me. It's Myron who's calling him out.
Small dick energy. You're insecure.
Whoa, Myron, don't suffer a mini stroke. And if all that wasn't enough, the girlfriend of the late King Von, Asian Doll, came on to Fresh and Fit's podcast. They talked with her sharply about having side conversations and treated her very badly, even kicking her off the podcast. This just in. Apparently the only way to get on their show is to sleep with them for clout. And they said if you pay a woman for it, then she's not giving you her best. And they want your best. They want your soul.
And he's talking to women. He says, you want to get on these podcasts? well, we can only do it if you fuck. Is that how you conduct your business, right? How are you giving people business lessons, but you shit where you work? Does anyone find it funny that this man's bad business practices are coming out to bite his business in the ass? How is it a good business strategy to go message a random woman and say, you want to get on this podcast? I would love to have you on this collaboration. She's like, okay, sure. You're like, are you single? Because I only work with people I'm banging. Is that a good business practice?
The way you acquire a woman sometimes is even more important than acquiring her. And what I mean by that is, you're not going to get her best if you pay for it. Nope. And if you're content with that, that's okay.
Now here's a clip talking about how he slept with over 1,000 women.
My honest about your body count, bro. No cap. Wait for it. It's over 1,000.
Mind blowing.
I'm dead ass serious. Remember, I told you, right? I told you about Barbados, man. So listen, guys, I'm gonna break it down for you, right? So do live right now. So in Barbados, right? I told you before.
If you'll notice in the comments, it's all cap. Here's a clip of Fresh explaining how he has game.
I actually have game, bro, right? That being said, hold on. That being said, right, bro? Your experience, right, with girls is tainted.
Until next time, I love you all and have a great day.
In 2018, he released a compilation album, Slime Language, with his label YSL Records. In 2019, he won the Grammy Award for Song of the Year for songwriting contribution on This Is America. Young Thug's debut studio album, So Much Fun 2019, debuted at number 1 on the US Billboard 200 and included the Billboard 100 top 20 singles of the London and Hot. The following year, single Go Crazy with Chris Brown from the collaborative mixtape Slime and B. 2020 peaked at number 3 on the Hot 100, becoming his first top 10 single as a lead artist. Additionally, he reached number 1 on Billboard Hot 100 for the second time in his career. This feature on Travis Scott's single Franchise. 2021, Thug released a compilation album, Slime Language 2, which debuted at number 1 on Billboard 200. Later that year, Thug would reach number 1 on Hot 100 a third time by featuring alongside Future on Drake's Way Too Sexy. The second studio album, Punk, was released October 15, 2021. Debuted number 1 on Billboard 200, becoming his third number 1 album as well as his second chart-topping project of 2020.